Good afternoon, everyone. My name is JD.
And I'm Lexi.
We are the artists of Always and Forever Art, but today we want to give you all our top 10 list and an honorable mention for Netflix binge-worthy shows. Okay? So first up, we have The Messengers. It's one season long, but it's a very fun show to watch.
That's number 10 on our list. We're working backwards all the way to 1 being the greatest. That show is set on IMDb to be a drama, fantasy, mystery.
That show, it's very interesting. It makes you think a little bit. We're going to be spoiler free here. It's an interesting show. I've never seen anything quite like it. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a fantasy, per se, but it's very interesting. It'll keep your attention. A nice casual watch.
Yeah, it's a really easy watch to just do. It says here that it was on CW. It has been canceled. Each episode's about an hour long. This is still on Netflix as of currently.
I think that's pretty much it on that one. So out of 10, I would say I would give Messengers maybe a 6.
I liked it, so I would give it about the same, 6, 7, around there.
Alright, so that's our number 10. Number 9 is Frequency. It's one season long. It's also a very interesting show. Will definitely keep your attention. Unfortunately, this one's one season long as well.
This show is set to be a drama fantasy. I'm assuming the last one is drama fantasy mystery. I would not say it's a fantasy. I guess it does kind of deal with time, but there's no pointy ears or anything like that, so it's not really fantasy.
I would agree. There's a little bit, I believe, if I remember Frequency correctly, I believe it has a little bit more action than Messengers does. So it definitely is a little bit more exciting, but also makes you think a little bit. I believe those episodes are about 45 minutes long. I mean, it's an hour show, but it's about 45 minutes long episode as well. It'll definitely hold your attention because there's more action in it than it is in Messengers. I would give it probably a 7. I'm not sure what you would.
Yeah, I would give it a 7, which that's about right. On IMDb, it's a 7, so it's a good, nice, casual watch. You can definitely go through the episodes. It doesn't require a lot of thought to watch.
Right. All right, so next up, we're going to go to a show called Containment. I personally like this show a lot. Maybe it's because I'm a guy, but it's definitely more bloody and gory than the previous 2 shows that we have put on the list. It also makes you think a little bit. It's very, very, very exciting. It also is only one season long, but it is an incredible show.
And most of the most of the shows on this list are usually between 1 or 3 seasons. We just happen to always find shows that we really like that's only 1 season, and this is considered a drama. Now, I would not say it's a drama. It is actiony. It does have you have questions. Like, it does make you think a lot.
Yeah, and I would say in this show that you're really gonna feel for the characters, and you're really gonna be trying to think really hard about what's going on and how you would rectify a situation, deal with a situation at hand. It's a really, really good show. I think it's also about 45 minutes long. I agree with my wife. I wouldn't necessarily consider it a drama.
I would say there's definitely action in there. It's drama. Everything you watch is going to have some sort of drama because it's not real events unless you're watching a documentary. But I would say it's definitely action-packed. It's not like action-packed like there's a bunch of shooting, but there is enough there for you to have questions, mystery, some action, some drama. So I would say that, to me, this was a 8.
8, I would agree. If you want to feel for your life, watch Containment.
Yeah, it's definitely possibilities happening. Something that can possibly happen. The way that they took the curve to the show is actually kind of realistic.
So we'll move on from there. Next one is considered, is named Luther. It's a great show we watched on Netflix a while back. We watched these. It has 4 series. So let's say call them seasons because they're really short. There's, what are they, 4 or 5 episodes maybe?
Yeah. The last one is only 2 episodes.
2 episodes. It's a great show. Very fun to watch. Makes you think. You feel for the main character and the secondary characters. It's really great.
It makes you kind of like the bad guy too.
Yeah.
You just like everyone.
Yeah.
It's hard not to. And this is a BBC show. So,
yeah.
But as far as the accent, we're American and we were able to understand the accent pretty fine. We understood everything that was happening. And this is a crime drama series.
That sounds right. Crime drama.
Yeah.
There's not as much gore in it as Containment, the one we said before, but it's definitely action packed as well, and you definitely do have to think. I would give it about. I like this show a lot. I would give it a 9, which is probably a lot higher than what most people would rate it. But I really, really enjoyed it. As soon as the series came out, we watched them all in a day.
Yeah.
This is just that good.
It was definitely binge-worthy. So I would agree with the 9.
We'll move on from there. Next up, this particular show would even move down to some of younger audiences, 18, 19 years old as well. It's called Scream. I believe that came on MTV, am I correct?
Yes.
MTV. It's definitely a lot of fun to watch. You'll definitely keep paying attention. She'll tell you more about what it's categorized as and things like that, but I enjoyed it.
This says crime. It does cut off, so I can't see the rest, but I would assume it's crime drama. This wasn't difficult for us to watch. It was easy to watch, and because we watch a lot of shows that do revolve around crime and murders and stuff like that, we were able to figure out within the first episode. I mean, it's sad that we were able to figure out within the first episode, but it was still entertaining to watch because there was possibility we could have been wrong.
Yes.
And that kept us going. The show doesn't really tell you what's going on. I mean, you do understand what's happening, but in the end, it's like, okay, well, who did it? Mm-hmm. And each episode coincides. Each episode coincides. Not every episode's different, which is, we don't usually watch any shows that are like that.
Yeah, the characters in this show, some in particular, really do grow. That's something that I value a lot in a TV show, is I want to see growth in characters. And I know I attach to one character in particular. I won't do any spoilers, but some of the characters really do grow as the seasons go along, which is really, really good.
So what would you give this?
Scream.
It's a casual.
I'd say 7.
I would say 6. It's 6 or 7. I mean, give or take. It's a casual show. Sure. It's one of those shows where it's like, okay, well, this is easy.
It's easy. It's a lot of fun though.
It's fun though.
That's why it made our list. It's a lot of fun. You'll enjoy watching it. Next is number 5. It was really hard for us to do our top 5. So
this is the nitty gritty. This is where we could not decide which was gonna be. And
like even now, I'm saying 5, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh man, how's it 5?
Yeah.
And then I looked at others, I'm like, oh okay, well, I get it.
Yeah.
Number 5, 4 seasons, so it's plenty of TV for you to watch. It's Bates Motel. If you like crazy, if you like action, if you like killing, if you like
mystery,
drama, mystery. It has everything in it. Comedy.
Yeah.
The character growth is tremendous. So I'll let her talk more about what it's categorized as. This show is amazing.
Well, he pretty much said everything was categorized as. It says drama and then cuts off, so I'm assuming it's everything else he said. But this show was amazing. Like, I would watch this show again. That's how great it was. From episode 1 all the way down to the last season, that very last episode, it had me in tears a couple times. As a woman, obviously. It had me in tears a couple times, and I was just like, don't look at me.
Yeah.
Just because I could not. It was just, you grow so attached to the characters in this show. Like, you don't want it to end. At the same time, it's like, I'm happy it ended. Yeah. The way that it ended, you know?
Yeah. You know, once again, you feel for the bad guy, or guys, or, I don't know. You feel for everyone. In this show, you're not even sure what to categorize everyone as. Yeah. If they're a good guy or a bad guy.
Everyone's a good guy, everyone's a bad guy. It's just like...
but that's 4 seasons, so you have plenty of time to watch. Show's amazing. I have to give the show a 9.
I think there's 13 episodes each season.
I think so.
And this show does end.
It
did not get canceled. It did end. So they closed everything up like how a show should. So just... We recommend that one highly. I would say that one is a 9 or 10, somewhere in there. It's amazing.
And the ending for this, sometimes endings are disappointing. It is not.
It is not.
It's a great ending, great show. All 4 seasons will just have you just not want to go to sleep.
Yeah,
it 2 o'clock in the morning looking at Bates Motel.
Or it makes you go to sleep, but then you're just laying in the dark wondering like, oh, I wonder. Yeah. And then I wonder, oh, but what if?
And for those of you who are currently watching TV, if you really like the actor that does The Good Doctor, I believe it's called, that is one of the main characters in Bates Motel. Yeah. He is incredible.
Yeah, he's an amazing actor.
So we'll move on from that. We love that show. Number 4. So we end up putting number 4 at Lost. It's on Netflix.
Occasionally on and off.
It's on and off. It is 6 seasons, so plenty of TV to watch. This one, she'll tell you more about what's categorized as. This one definitely keeps you up as well.
And this one is an adventure. Yeah, so they have it set as an adventure, and I agree. Yeah. This character growth, once again, is amazing in this show. It is actually an older show. It set place from 2004 to 2010. And it does not matter. This show is great. And it does leave you off just, once again, emotional, attached to the characters. And it's just like, you just wish it could have just gone on forever. Yeah.
And just like Bates Motel, although they're 2 completely different genres, you'll find people that you like and you're not sure if they're a good person or a bad person. But it's a great show. The character growth is amazing.
I've never had a show where I've seen 2 characters fight and I'm like, oh yeah, whoop his butt, and then the other person starts winning, oh yeah, whoop his butt, whoop his butt. And you're just rooting for both of them.
Don't know who to root for. Once again, you can also you really can attach to a character depending on your own character, and you just watch that character. And again, you go to bed talking about, oh man, I wonder what's going to happen in the next episode, or trying to figure it out on your own before you even watch the next episode. So it's pretty fun. I would give that one a 9 as well. Lost was incredible. 9, so that was 4. So 3 is currently not on Netflix. We watched it on Netflix though. It's amazing. Hopefully, they'll bring it back in a little while. You know how Netflix adds and removes shows. It's called Revolution. This one's 2 seasons long. I would assume that it's an epic adventure show as well, but she'll be able to tell you a little bit more about that. It's a lot of fun to watch, a lot of action, good character growth as well, and once again, you can probably attach to quite a few of the characters in the show.
I would. It is set as action, but I would also say it's action adventure. The mystery. There's a little bit of mystery in the show. It actually is a really good show. It's a casual watch. We were sad that it was actually pretty short.
I think it was a canceled show.
Yeah, it was a canceled show. I cannot remember if it leaves you off. If it leaves you off, like, just in the middle, like, just lost somewhere.
Well, you kind of figure out what you're trying to figure out in the 2 seasons. Yeah. But it ends where you're kind of like, well, what's next?
What's going to happen?
Because it was canceled. So you figure out what they set to figure out at the beginning.
Yeah.
You just kind of get left kind of like, well, what now? But that's because it ended. It got canceled. But it's a great show as well. It's a lot of fun for us to watch. We definitely binged this one as well.
Yeah.
I would get, because of the 2 above it, I'd give it a 9 as well.
Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
It's not as many episodes, or it's not as many seasons as the ones we gave you before. What's Lost was 6 seasons, and Bates Motel was 4. But it is definitely a lot of fun to watch as well.
I would give it a 9 also.
Yeah. 9.
Okay.
Number 2 is, now the 2 of us, we're switched on these 2. I put this one as 2. This is her number 1. But number 2 is The Killing. It's 4 seasons long. It's one of the best shows I've ever seen in my life. It has everything: action, blood, gore, guts, and comedy. It's character growth.
This is a number 10.
Yeah, it's definitely amazing. She'll be able to tell you more about its category.
I go back and forth because I feel like they should both be number 1. I'm serious. I like both of them. They're unique in their own way, but I feel like they should both be number 1. I can't set one to number 1 and one to number 2. I'm just like, they're both 10.
Yes.
But this one, I definitely like it. It's the first category is crime. I would say it's crime, drama, mystery. This one is easy binge.
Yes.
Especially the first season. My favorite was the first season.
Get fired from work binge. No, I'm just kidding.
No, go to work and you only had 30 minutes worth of sleep binge.
We'll be up late at night and I have to go to work the next morning. She gets to sleep in, but I've got to go to work. But it was worth it because watching this show.
And then we'd be up at 12 and we'll look at the time like, oh, it's 12:30.
One more.
Well, we can watch one more and you'll still get like 4 hours of sleep.
It's a really great show.
And then spend another hour up talking about it.
Right.
That happened a lot.
The characters in this show, the 2 main characters, I mean, they're just amazing. You'll grow to love their relationship and everything like that with each other. And their character growth is really great for both of them. Both the characters are going through their own things, but the show overall is about something different. It's incredible how they put the show together.
Yeah. Amazing.
It's definitely a 10, like she said. Yeah. Hands down, not a discussion.
Not even a question. Like right now we're in the show hole and it's because we've watched everything. And we've watched everything.
Everything.
Our list of things that we've watched is like 15, 20 things. And it's only shows, which is just insane. And right now we're just like, what other shows can we watch? We've watched every show. This list is only of things that are not returning. They're over and they're done with.
They're done with. Yeah, so this is we'll do other videos on other things.
Other ones.
Another time. But this is just Netflix binge-worthy shows that have ended. For whatever reason that is. They're done and over with. And so this is our thing. You know, every married couple has their thing. One of our things is hiking. We love to hike. And our other thing is movies and TV. We go see everything the day it comes out. In movie theaters.
The day before it's released.
The day before it's released, the early showing. And then we have the TV show. So this is something that we do. This is our thing. We love doing it. So that's number 2. I don't know if I said it, but that's 4 seasons long. The episodes are about 45 minutes long as well. Number 1. 3 seasons long. Another 10. Could be interchangeable with The Killing. It's called The Following. Absolutely love this show. Yeah, we were.
You cannot watch this and not be obsessed. Like, when I mean obsessed, I mean he can be on one side of the house and I can be on the complete other side of the house, and we haven't talked to each other for probably 20 minutes, and all of a sudden break out talking about the show, like, across the house. Like, yeah, but what if so-and-so meant that they were supposed to do this, and then they end up doing that, and then we'll just have this giant conversation all day about our little theories on this show. Like, it is obsession.
The chemistry between the two main characters,
yes,
is incredible. Kevin Bacon does a great job.
Amazing.
The other guy, can't remember his particular name. James
Purefoy.
James Purefoy. Absolutely incredible. Their chemistry with each other is just, you like both characters once again. You don't know again, they're both...
All the characters in this show were
really good characters.
Even the ones that are, like, not in the show as much, like, all of them were really good characters.
Yeah, they were.
Even the ones that are not in the show as much, and they're only in it... Really, you only watch the show for 2 people.
For 2 people, yeah.
And every scene is about those 2 people. Everyone else doesn't really matter, but they still don't do a horrible job where you notice that during they're being, like, really bad acting. Like, they're doing really good, too. So it's, like, just...
Yeah, this has... it has action. It has mystery.
Crime.
You'll be emotional watching the show because you're emotionally attached to the characters and what's going on. This show does another great job of both the characters are going through their own thing, but the show in a whole is about the bigger picture. I personally always like the bad guy, so I love Joe. I love Joe. Joe Carroll, Team Joe Carroll.
Every time.
So
he likes the bad guy every time.
They're just misunderstood. He's misunderstood. I feel for him. I got you, Joe.
Okay, but this is the one time that I do agree. That I never do. I always like the good person. I'm like, yay, team good people. This is the time I'm like, okay, you're right. The bad guy is good guy. He's pretty cool.
Yeah. But it has everything. You'll even laugh. It's an incredible show. No cheating. Okay? You're going to want to watch this with your spouse. No cheating.
Yeah, no Netflix cheating.
No Netflix cheating. Okay?
That's
you
against
can't
the
watch
law.
the episode before you guys watch it together. Alright?
It's against the law.
You will get divorced over this.
We've never done that to each other. That's why we love each other so
Yes.
much.
We never do that to each other. We always watch it together.
And I'm
no
home,
cheating.
so I give myself more props than him.
Yeah. You know, she watches stuff like, I don't know, Jane the Virgin. You know,
he tried watching it.
Oh gosh, I almost fell asleep.
But I'm Puerto Rican, so for me, I thought it was, like, amazing how they're able to make it.
That was racist. I watch one day at a time. They're Hispanic too.
Yeah, but it's not a novella.
Okay.
One Day at a Time is a comedy, but it's not a novella-style comedy.
Okay, never mind. She's not being racist.
How am I racist? How am I being racist?
I don't know.
He just...
Anyway.
Watch that one for sure.
Watch that one for sure.
For sure.
For sure, for
if
sure.
If you're going to watch anything on this list,
watch that one. Alright? So... That's all we have for today. We have one honorable mention. We did our top 10. PLL.
Pretty Little Liars.
Easy watch. It is.
And he is
7 seasons long. I'm a guy, and I even enjoy the show.
And he even liked the show. And all the people in the show are girls who are teenagers, and he's a guy, and he liked the show.
I attached to the 2 guys in the show. What were their names?
Ezra?
Not him. He was basically a girl. The other 2 in the show. The other 2 in the show. Toby. And
Caleb.
Toby and Caleb. I attached to them. Super cool guys.
You like Toby more, though. No, you liked Caleb more.
I like Caleb more. Oh, can't say that on YouTube. She's a... You know what I'm going to try to say.
Insert here. I'm just playing.
She's a... Alright. That one was, that's how many seasons that is? 7 seasons long.
Yes.
Plenty to watch.
Plenty to watch.
Also, I didn't just like the guys, I also like Mona. I'll holler at you guys. That's our honorable mentions. A lot of fun to watch. What is that considered? Mystery?
I have no idea. I guess so.
I would say mystery.
It's like Scream. It's a casual watch. You have nothing else on Netflix to watch. Watch that. It don't even categorize.
It don't even categorize it. We're going to just say it's a mystery / drama / a bunch of teenagers walking around acting like they're grown.
Acting a fool.
So, alright, so that's all we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. We'll do more videos. I think the next one we'll do on TV shows is Netflix shows or shows to watch, binge watch on Netflix that are currently still going. So we'll do that next. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, subscribe to us on YouTube. Also follow us on Twitter at Always and Forever Art. My name's JD.
I'm Lexi.
We'll holla.
Bye.